I just keep replaying this video to watch the way Red Velvet look at Wendy during this whole performance. Especially Joy. I mean, I've never seen so much joy in Joy. We all need a friend like Joy in our corners, but it was cool seeing everyone else in Joy's corner for a change this week. See, what happened was Joy posted a couple of past photos from when her and Seulgi were appointed ambassadors to promote clean air in Korea. In these photos, she's seen wearing a shirt that says we should all be feminists. Well, as you can probably guess, this did not go over well with some people, saying things like Joy is being completely selfish because she knows that shirt will be controversial but still wore it anyway. She's knowingly and intentionally bringing this kind of attention to Red Velvet with her decision to wear this shirt. However, a lot of people did come out to defend her, saying first of all, what's wrong with the shirt? And second, we know she endorses the brand Dior. So it's not crazy to think she would wear a shirt designed by Dior, even if it's not an active sponsored campaign. Now, I saw an interesting explanation of why this might have been such a big deal. And I don't know if it's true, so if you're intertwined with Korean culture and live in Korea, tell me if this has any merit to it. The explanation is that a lot of Westerners see feminism as simply the advocacy for women's rights on the basis of equality. That's it. But in some places, I guess including Korea, it is a much more radical movement, leaning more toward women's superiority, which paints feminists in a certain light and in turn garner a more negative perception surrounding feminism. So while a lot of us, probably including Joy, may look at this shirt and see it simply promoting equality, whose proceeds are also going to charity by the way, the ones who had a negative reaction to it may see it promoting a completely different message. Definitely let me know your views on that and if that changes your perception on this situation at all. Should they have attacked and made assumptions about Joy? Elevator no. You know what's cool though? She never took the post down. The pictures are still up as we speak. Plus, this isn't the first time Red Velvet dealt with something like this. Irene was almost cancelled for reading a quote feminist novel. But hey, even on variety shows, they stay headstrong with what they believe despite what others may think. And I really respect that. Joy may be scared of bugs, but she is not afraid to speak her mind and express her beliefs. Although I wonder if she's scared of ghosts. We've seen a lot of ghost-related things when it comes to K-pop, like the infamous JYP little boy ghost story that has been passed down since Rain was an artist there. At one point, Sunmi literally had to call an ambulance for Jokwon because of a ghost incident. Another one is this hand on IU's shoulders? But she eventually revealed it was just her cousin. 17 now have their ghost encounter, and I really hope you guys are watching this at night. During an episode of their show Going 17 2020, the members were playing a game and had to escape an abandoned factory. There were planted people in there to scare them, of course, but after Wonwoo came out, he said he saw a woman in the middle of the room. The staff and producers had no idea what he was talking about because none of the plants were women. When they checked the cameras of the exact spot and moment he was talking about, there was no one there even if you brightened the image. But in that footage, you hear him confirm that he sees someone. Then Hoshi came out and said he saw the same woman and made eye contact with her. The 8 said he definitely saw someone, although something tells me it didn't scare him. 17 tried their best to get the staff to confess they were messing with them, but the producers had no idea what the members were talking about. Which is more concerning for 17 fans though? Ghosts? Or the artist Cupid claiming that 17 copied his famous song Cupid Shuffle? Well, actually a lot of fans aren't scared because they believe there is no merit to these accusations, but they are concerned that the way he's handling it is hurting 17 in the process. And it's been a crazy roller coaster, so hold on here. Earlier this month, Cupid shared a video and tweeted that he believes 17 used parts of his Cupid Shuffle song in their latest track Left and Right. He also said he tried to contact Pledis about this, but they didn't respond. Then it seemed like the general consensus was that his team and Pledis just needed to sit down and hash it out. Then somehow it seemingly became a race issue as he said he felt like K-pop artists are taking advantage of our culture. He continued by posting videos about the beat being the same. Many do feel like the vibe might be similar, but the beat and instrumental is not, which many are saying doesn't constitute plagiarism and definitely rules out sampling. Cupid's brother got involved, which then made some of the info they were saying contradicting, like whether or not they actually contacted Pledis about this, or were they just trying to make a big big deal on social media to pressure some kind of settlement, which a lot of his comments seem to suggest. In turn, fans feel as though PLAGIARISM should be going after him for defamation. Now that's where my info stops at the time of recording this. If you have updates or even corrections, definitely let me know. It's such a weird situation, which I'm still not sure why race was ever involved. As far as I know, neither PLAGIARISM nor 17 have said anything about this, nor did they comment on any of the information supposedly exposed by former PRISTIN member Kyla. From what I can tell, this Kyla drama all began after Hinapia member Yebin's N-word issue. Now, we'll talk about Hinapia in a second, but for this, all you need to know is that Yebin came out to apologize for using the N-word while singing Nicki Minaj's Super Bass during her Instagram live. After this, Kyla tweeted, "Karma is a B," which fans suspected was referring to the Hinapia situation. Because of this, some decided to go after Kyla, saying they had info that could lead to the corruption of PRISTIN. Kyla replied saying that the group is already corrupted, so go ahead. This started hours of allegedly leaked information supposedly shared by Kyla and her brother, including dating rumors surrounding PRISTIN, info on 101, The Boys, 17, and you know what? This might disappoint some of you guys, but I'm not going to go into any of it. The info that was being leaked was unverifiable. I know there were screen recordings to show it was a legit DM, but a quick search on YouTube shows that we can all do that. I'm not going to potentially hurt the careers of any of the names involved based on supposed unverified DMs, especially when Kyla put out a long statement basically saying those are imposter accounts. So we just don't know. She responded to a bunch of claims going around about her, and even had to reveal the reason she left to the States for such a long time was due to a concussion while promoting. She ended it by saying she'll be leaving Twitter, and that is still her last post until now. Like I said, this all started with Kyla's tweet that some assumed was regarding the Hinapia situation. But that wasn't the only time we would hear about Hinapia. We just talked about how fans were suspecting the worst for Hinapia's future, and then on August 21st, OSR Entertainment confirmed that after lengthy discussions between the company and the members, they both decided to officially disband the group and terminate the members' contracts. Like we've talked about before, 4 out of 5 members were former PRISTIN members, meaning this is their second disbandment in a span of just over a year. Think about that. Each member did put out a personal message to fans, and what really caught my attention was them trying to look at this in a positive way. They each spoke on even having the chance to live their dreams as singers, fun times with the members, looked at this as but a part of the roller coaster that is life, and thanked their OSR family. This just seemed like it was a matter of a smaller company not being able to survive the current situation going on in the world. OSR isn't the only company affected by worldly circumstances, because as we've seen, part of the reason leading up to the contract terminations of 7 members from Angel and Soul was due to the company not being able to properly fund or manage the girls after the pandemic. That, coupled with accusations from member Hena, has now resulted in this huge mess with multiple things going on, and I think this is a situation that we'll still be hearing from as the truth continues to come out. And you may have recently seen headlines like the truth about Jennie has finally come out. I actually can't believe we are still talking about this. I thought it was put to bed. I thought everyone has already seen the continuous ankle problems that Jennie has dealt with throughout her career so far, but apparently for some people it was only a wake-up call recently. A post blew up this week that summarized all the ankle issues Jennie has been dealing with even before debut. For example, it was even reported that right before BLACKPINK's debut, Jennie hurt the ankle during a pre-recording and was to take painkillers before going back on stage later that day. This and many other examples prompted #apologize to Jennie to trend worldwide for all the past times she's been criticized for the narrative being twisted to reflect a lack of effort on her part, even when her members have clarified how hard she works to overcome the things holding her down. And so fittingly, just yesterday she posted photos on her Instagram where you can see she's still wearing an ankle brace to this day. Hopefully the show of love and support drowns out all the other noise. She's gone from having her own ice cream truck to this one with all the BLACKPINK members and Selena Gomez. My question though is, does it sell ice cream or does it sell pink? Anyway, we're really close to the song and music video coming out. It'll definitely be on the next theory poll with BTS's DYNAMITE that has been breaking all kinds of records, including BLACKPINK's 24-hour YouTube record. I do love the positivity I saw from that though. Besides those two, the next theory poll will also include Wonho's tear-jerking solo debut music video for Losing You, ITZY, Super M, Taemin, ATEEZ's Thanks, so many more. Follow my Instagram if you want to vote on the next theory. But for this video, we will be exploring DREAMCATCHER's BOCA. To understand DREAMCATCHER's music video for BOCA, you have to understand that it is a continuation of the story they told in their music video for Scream. I encourage you to actually watch Scream to grasp all the nuances and layers that it offers, but in a nutshell, Scream portrays the girls not wanting to scream. Here's what I mean. The album featuring the song Scream is called Dystopia Tree of Language, where we see the tree that has managed to stay pure despite being in a dystopia. The girls allude to what they probably experience in real life. Hate being thrown at them from people who hide behind screens and anonymous identities. The lyrics go from them trying to hold their tongue and not fall into hypocrisy, from please I don't want to scream, to at the very end where the lyrics change to I just want to make you scream, teasing their change in character as it leaves us with a cliffhanger. Well, the BOCA music video picks up the story and shows us the tree they've tried to keep pure explode, paralleling the first part of the choreography as DREAMCATCHER explode out of the box they feel trapped in. Unlike the last music video where they try to restrain themselves, BOCA portrays them no longer able to hold themselves back. Here, they are tired of running away and being on the defense. They've seen too many lives affected by people who have distorted their own minds so much, they feel the need to also disfigure the reality of others as well. It's usually people who have been hurt in their own lives that feel the need to reach up and pull others down with them. This music video is about shutting down that cycle and shutting the mouths of those people, hence the title BOCA, which means mouth in languages like Spanish and Portuguese. You also see the mouth referenced in their dance as well. But by stooping down to this level, the girls have now crossed the moral lines they tried so hard not to cross. We are shown this internal struggle as it cuts to glimpses of the purity and innocence that still exist in them, the part of themselves that sees what they are doing as criminal. This scene is even made to look like a criminal lineup. The music video makes you think they are being cleansed of their darkness as they come to this realization. But then we see the rain go upward. Yoyeon shoots an arrow that we soon realize is aimed at herself, eradicating any trace of purity they had left. The girls taking the darker path to free themselves and this world of negativity has in turn killed a part of themselves. Yes, they succeeded at what they set out to do, but at the cost of losing themselves.